Like my new hat? I'm not sure. I love hats, but I always feel very self-conscious when I go out in public. I'm going to do this vlog with the hat on. Okay, so here are my answers to your questions. Let's start with the easiest one. Strictly Magical asks, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Okay, I would like to live where I am if I were really, really rich. Otherwise, my ideal place would be, okay, climate. 2 to 3 weeks of nice hot summer, 2 to 3 weeks of cold winter with snow, and then the rest of the year would be split equally between fall and spring. Geographically, I would want to be near forests and the ocean. I'd want to have outstanding views of both sunrise and sunset and of the ocean, but I would want to be less than an hour's drive from a big urban center or city with lots of cultural opportunities, theater, concert halls, libraries, just action and people. So I could go to the people when I want to, but I can go to my little private nest, which is what I like to do the most, the older I get. If you can tell me where that is, I'm there. And now for Liz 1060's question. What is your best strategy for getting out of a rut? There are a lot of things you can do, and I would suggest, number one, wear a hat. Take a class in something that you always wanted to try but didn't think you could or thought you'd be bad at it. Just do it. Make new friends. Volunteer for that organization that you admire. You'll meet a lot of like-minded people, and that's always a great way to get out of a rut. Start eating healthy and follow an exercise routine. Find a couple of different routes to drive to work by and switch it up. Make an appointment with yourself every day, maybe not the same time, for 30 minutes, just for you. And do whatever you want. But it has to be something you don't normally do. And now for MaladaptiveCatalyst's question, which is probably the most deep and hardest to answer, but his question is, do you think the internet is the evolution or devolution of human interaction? Okay, so I think for the most part, evolution. From my own experience, I have interacted with so many more people than I ever would have without it. Even friends and family, IRL, in real life. I keep better in touch, or more often in touch with them by email and on Facebook than I ever would if I didn't have those tools. You know, if I just had to depend on seeing each other or talking on the phone. And I'm sure that invention had some people asking the same question. I know people who are housebound, whose lives have been expanded by the ability to reach out across land and seas to connect with others and make friends. I know senior citizens who can't get around as much as they used to, who keep their brains sharp by working on the computer and researching things of interest online. I have friends who have actually found love on the internet. Right here on YouTube, people from all around the world are connecting, learning about each other's cultures, making friends. This would never be possible otherwise. Well, unless they invented a transporter instead. How cool would that be? Does it have its downside? Of course. There are always the skilled but sad little people who will create viruses. Pathetic and ignorant people who will wage internet hate campaigns. The way of nature is about balance. You cannot have light without dark, joy without sorrow, good without bad. We would never be able to appreciate the light, the joy, the good, without the dark, the sorrow, and the bad. We choose the way we live our lives. We can choose to allow the internet to contribute to the evolution of human interaction. That's what I choose. Okay, so there are my answers. So I hope some other people will ask me some questions and challenge me to think slash research slash whatever. So that's it for today. Happy Wednesday and peace as always, forever. Is that contradicting if I say peace because I want peace, but then if we don't have war, we won't be able to appreciate the peace? Ah! Peace anyway. Find a different. Ah! And now for maladapt. My mouth isn't working today. Which, by the way, I'm sure people ask this question about the phone when that invention. I know senior citizens who can't get out as much as they used to, and they keep their, by using the computer. We would never be able to appreciate the light, the joy, the bad